Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Chrono Trigger, and in this episode I will be entering the final time zone to go to, or time period, which is the Dark Ages, also known of course as the Ice Ages, which is around 13 to 14,000 BC. So without further ado, it is time to get into it. 'Tis a gate. Lavos very fast, deep under earth already. Mayhap Lavos be the cause of this warp? The one in Megas' castle was immense. What wrong, Chrono? Fight Lavos, go in here, yes? Here we go. So this is a very, very important part of the story, and it's actually going to alter time a bit, because it's going to make everything to do with Lavos be a bit different, as you will see. Where art we? 'Tis strange. Where this, Chrono? Yeah, where is it? So here we go. Boom. 12,000 BC. There we go. So yeah, none of this really has anything, but there is the Terror Cave here. But that has been blocked off. There's not much you can do for now. You can't do anything across here either. But yeah, 12,000 BC is the time period where magic prospered. So if you remember, throughout the game there's been mention towards a period where there were magic, but then the people who had the magic let magic consume them. Well, that's this here. So, the first little village to go to is Enhassa. You don't have to go here, but you can do. Welcome to Enhassa, in the magical kingdom of Zeal. We find truth in the bliss of sleep. Dear me, and who might you be? This is the eternal kingdom of Zeal, where dreams can come true. But at what price? What strange visitors, welcome to Zeal. Is this part of a dream? Queen Zeal rules our magical kingdom. She is without peer in beauty and greatness. The Queen has given us everything. After the king died, she nurtured magic, which has advanced the kingdom. But could it have advanced it too much? I mean, it's pretty obvious, but you know. Am I a butterfly dreaming I'm a man? Or a bowling ball dreaming I'm a plate of sashimi? Never assume that what you see and feel is real. So, one thing to note is that that person looked like Masa and Mune when they were separate, before they became Masamune. But anyway, truth exists in dreams, herbal tea, crystals. The city of Kajar, where they study magic, lies on the edge of the western continent. The airship Blackbird is kept there. The Queen has sealed the elemental weapons in the North Palace. You can see its entrance on the northern continent, but no one is allowed there. I'm Doreen. Seek the hidden path and open the doors of knowledge, each in turn. So you basically get all the books. But anyway, the door to the North Palace is sealed with a mysterious energy. Even we, the enlightened ones, cannot open it. Welcome, what can I do for you? Now, there is a period in history called the Period of Enlightenment, but that weren't till 1700 to 1850. But anyway, here's a boy. 'Tis a sullen lad. What wrong? That animal good food? The black wind howls. So, remember that quote. One among you will shortly perish. Urchin, halt. I knoweth not what this portends. What an unpleasant lad. Strange one, but not bad boy. So, very important. But anyway, I wonder what's inside the North Palace. I bet there's a key to it in the palace, but entry is strictly forbidden. The Queen's palace is at the centre of Zeal. From there, she protects the entire world. That's why we can sleep our days away. This is a spring of recovery. Heal your mind and body here. Lovely. Doo-doo. So you need to hurry up and get all the books. So, 1. I do not any other books. Maybe there's not another one, I don't know. I thought there were more than 3 books, but I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, there probably is other stuff I can do, but not yet. I'll do the book stuff another time. Because, well, the best time to go there is either now or next time. You want to do the battle by the end of the second time you visit there. But yeah, the magical kingdom of Zeal is, well, you could probably guess it's responsible for a lot of bad things, just because, well, you know, having this much magic and this much power is not necessarily a good thing. But anyway, so here's Kajar coming up next, as well as the Blackbird. This is the magical city of Kajar. We do experiments for the Queen. Your power differs from ours. In you I sense a strange aura of kindness. Combine the ancient rainbow shell and the sunstone to create incredible weapons and items, but now only the Guru of Life has the skill. Elemental power usage is forbidden. Ah, plants are so content. I wish I could be too. This is a spring of recovery. Heal your mind and body here. That's the Sun Keep you see on the southern continent. A sunstone, once the source of this world's power, was kept there. But when we began using our new energy source, it was sealed up just like the North Palace. They claim we don't need the energy of this tired old planet. So the Sunstone that will become part of a side quest later on is actually the source of all the magic power. But anyway, his only friend other than his sister is that stupid cat. What tempest rages in his head? So he's on about the boy, of course. We've been seeing a lot of Janus lately. He appears upset and paces around. Queen Zeal has 2 heirs, Shala and Janus. Shala's an incredible child who has extraordinary magical powers. Being so gifted, she'll breeze through life. Oops, that's a defective item. Too bad, huh? Ha ha ha. I'm working on a tab that will boost magical skill, but my precious products have been disappearing lately. Must be the naughty new that hid them. They love pranks. What can I do? I heard a strange prophet has come to the palace. I don't know the details, but I heard he has uncanny powers. Zeal's advance stem from a new energy source. Its power surpasses that of the elements. The Gurus of Lifetime and Reason live in Zeal. Their skill and knowledge is supreme. Water summons wind, wind makes fire dance. A guru once told me that the sunstone could store the almost infinite energy of our sun, but if its energy were used up, it would lose its glow and change into a moonstone. Do you know a moonstone can be recharged if you leave it in the sun, but it takes aeons, so it's unlikely for us to see that gorgeous glow again, because they used it in a certain machine, and I'm not going to say what the machine is yet. This is part of the story. The Ocean Palace lies deep beneath the waves. It's a symbol of the Queen's power. The palace is the source of light which sustains all living things. Queen Zeal, the Great. The earthbound ones are being allowed to work on the construction of the palace, so they do have a purpose after all. The construction of the Ocean Palace is behind schedule. Eternal Palace beneath the waves. It will be a sight to see when it's done. Indeed, that great aeroplane Blackbird, what Belphasar built. So Belphasar is one of the three gurus, but you may have heard of his name before, in a different time zone, which is a bit strange, but you know, when it soars in the sky it looks alive. Belphasar is truly a genius. So yeah, things may get confusing, but a lot of the characters have something to do with this time period, as you'll see, but anyway. How do we come by our skills, and why do others lack them? Who cares? My, you've got an unusual aura, so you must possess the skill too. You must be very primitive compared to ours, you poor things. So they're very cocky and stubborn morons that just use magic and abuse it. Not good. Those lacking magic have always lived beneath the clouds as the earthbound ones. After all, they lack what we have. So water summons wind, and wind makes fire howl. So that's a clue as to order of what you want to do. So there's one of the news. I've got load shields, but I cannot sell them unless the Queen says it's okay. Yep. Right, close it. Open it. Boom. Water. Wind. Fire. So here is the new fight. Now the news can deal 1 damage or your health minus 1 damage. So this will be probably one of the only fights I actually do today. It's going to be more story based, but it's very important. But anyway, but a black rock is inside. Oh no. Go down right to the bottom. See the black rock. Invokes triple tech Dark Eternal. Can be used by Marl and Luca, but I think only if you get the 7th secret character you can do that, but anyway. It all began aeons ago when man's ancestors picked up a shard of a strange red rock. Its power, which was beyond human comprehension, cultivated dreams. In turn, love and hate were born. Only time will see how it all ends. I don't think you can get the new fight. I think you get it second time round. Because I remember you do something, you have to scratch a news back in Zeal Palace itself. And then it's best to come back here second time round. And as you pass back through here. But anyway, let's go to the Blackbird. Who are you guys? Everything okay with the Blackbird? Everything's a-okay, Sir Dalton. Of course it is, you idiot. Hey you, what are you doing here? Aha, it was true then. You're the ones the prophet said would come and cause trouble. Let's see how you handle this little situation. I didn't think they'd make it so easy on me. So there seems to be a prophet around town that seems to know a lot of stuff in the future especially. I mean, it don't really take a genius to work out who that is. It's pretty obvious. And when you see them, they try and hide it, but again, it's pretty obvious. It's one of those things where the characters are confused, like, whoa, really? But, you know, it's just not that confusing. Anyway, I didn't say, this music is pretty good, but anyway. This is the Queen's Palace, the centre of Zeal Kingdom, which makes this the centre of the universe. Got some very ominous music, though. The Queen's 2 heirs, Shala and Janus, get along so well. If only Janus would open up to others. That pendant of yours, it looks like Shala's, but it doesn't glow. Very strange. So considering the pendant looks similar, do you remember when I said that later in the game you'd be able to open up doors? Well, this section allows you to do that. I don't think it's yet though, but anyway. Use the Queen's Hall to get to the Ocean Palace, which is under construction. The source of our energy lies deep below the sea. Now that its exact location has been found, the Ocean Palace will be built. The wandering prophet is amazing. All his prophecies have come true. It's as if he knows the future. How eerie. Anyway, here's the crabby new. Could you scratch my back? Thanks. Oh, you got it. Phew. Oh, thank you. You discovered the new scratch point, which you use to scratch a noo's back, and I think you make them spit out the magic tabs. My, what strange clothes. You must be travellers from afar. Use the spring of recovery to creep it from your journey. Visitors, do you like plants? Oh, you're just like me. But the Queen ordered me to burn this sapling I received from the Guru of Life. He said it was a magical sapling with powers to cure the environment. What shall I do? Secretly plant it. You're right, even if it is the Queen's command, the Guru of Life gave it to me. I can't burn it. I'm going to grow it with love. Someday it may save the environment. So if you do that, I think the forest side quest you can't do. So when it comes to the side quest near the end of the game, the stuff you do, when it comes to actually doing those side quests, is affected by what you do. So now that that's done, I think you can do the forest side quest, but all of the side quests unlock after you do the event that unlocks the final dungeon. But it's just not yet. But anyway, that man's a newcomer, but his accurate prophecies earn the Queen's trust. He's a drifter. He's not one of us enlightened ones, nor of the earthbound ones either. You sure he isn't enlightened? Sure it hasn't got good magic going on? Anyway, did you know that Belfasar, the Guru of Reason, has secret rooms in Enhassa and Kajar? I know about the Kajar one, but not the Enhassa one. Unless it's the same order. The Queen's aide, Dalton, was in charge of the Ocean Palace until some travelling prophet took over. He's in a bad mood, so you should avoid him. The completion of the Ocean Palace will allow Zeal to last forever, and there will be no fear or sadness, just eternal peace. The irony of this, because we know that it doesn't exist. Anyway, you recognise those two? You may do. The Queen must have borne pain and sorrow in silence. No pain, no gain. Zeal, too, was born out of much sacrifice and work. This will take you to the bedroom. Shala's pendant was made from the same red rock as the Mammon machine. When she chants, the pendant glows. Oh, yes. Shala. Oh, you're back, Janus. Is something wrong? The black wind. You feel it too. Don't worry, it'll be alright. Now, hold on to this. What is it? It's a kind of amulet. If something should happen, it will protect you. I wish I could be with you always, but Mother has other plans. She's not our mother. She looks like Mother, but inside she has changed. Still I can't, Janus. I'm sorry. Excuse me, Highness. The Queen asked for your immediate presence at the Ocean Palace. Alright. Well, Janus, I'll be going. Oh, who might you be? Miss Shala, please hurry. If you're late, I'll be punished. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Go away. Don't waste your time. Alphador only likes me. So, I haven't found out about Shala and Janus. We know that Nano, that the little boy is Janus. And now there's a lot of, I would say, either plot twists or very important story points that come out of this time period, so I'll watch carefully with like everything I do here. But anyway, I wonder how old man Melchior is. Humans are so odd. So again, Melchior, back in 1000 AD, knew about the Masamune, knew about the Red Rock, the Dreamstone, and knew about, you know, a lot of stuff to do with the past, and his name was carved onto the Masamune. Now, this is Masa and Mune, and they're talking about Melchior. So, Melchior is originally from 12,000 BC. And, well, if you haven't worked it out, he is one of the 3 gurus. So, yeah, a lot of the characters you've seen throughout the game, well, not a lot of them, but a few, originally from this time period. So, I want you to start thinking how on earth they were all spliced to these different time periods. So yeah, here we go. I want to be the Wind Massa. Oh, you will someday. Big Sister Doreen's at Enhassa again. I like the wind better. Whoosh. This leads to the Hall of the Mammon Machine. The prophet's aura is full of hatred and sorrow. He'll destroy himself and those he loves. Beyond is the Hall of the Mammon Machine. The incredible energy of Lavos pervades it. So Lavos has been name dropped. The Mammon Machine, you came to see it? I thought so. Feel the flow of the mighty Lavos' power. Oh, I feel faint. So it's unclear at first about whether they are aware of Lavos being good or bad. But here is the Mammon Machine. This is the source of Zeal's strength, the Mammon Machine. It draws and magnifies the infinite power of Lavos. So, I mean, it's obvious that this is a bad idea, to draw power from Lavos. And, well, I immediately thought it was going to backfire and everything was kind of going to go boom, thanks to them using Lavos' power. But, you know, anyway. Magic strong enough to control the extraction of energy is needed to control the Mammon Machine. The three gurus made the Mammon Machine from the royal family's Red Rock. Melchior, who has studied about Lavos, was in charge of the plans, but then he disappeared. And again, as soon as I talked to this NPC, I was like, maybe his disappearance has something to do with him being in 1000 AD. If the Mammon Machine is moved to the Ocean Palace, we can extract even more energy from Lavos. The ultimate dream of eternal youth and life is now possible. Again, irony. Oh, Almighty Queen, our kingdom of Zeal will reign forever. Again, irony. Melchior, who opposed the Queen's plans, has vanished. You're not thinking what I am, are you? When the Mammon Machine was finished, the Queen changed almost overnight. Just between us, I heard that anyone who opposes her, and not just the Earthbound ones, vanishes. So Melchior, we know that he couldn't have been killed because he's in a different time zone, unless, well, I consider maybe unless he just came back a different way. So it seems as though he was banished or exiled. So here we go again. Even Balthasar is gone after designing the Blackbird and the Ocean Palace. How strange that the three gurus who guide Zeal have all disappeared. And it appears that they're all in different time zones. Well, actually, you've seen two. You saw Balthasar, the strange old man in the future. You've seen Melchior, but you haven't seen the other one. And his name hasn't even been mentioned either. They say that Gaspar, there he is, the Guru of Time, continues his work on some deserted island. He's making a Chrono Trigger or Time Egg or something, but no one has seen him for ages. So, if it isn't obvious, that is why the game is called Chrono Trigger, because of the Time Egg. And of course, Chrono Trigger is going to be what I'll be using once I get it, and I'll be using it for the rest of the game. And, well, it's called the Time Egg, and it allows you to pass through any point in time. And it's going to be basically used to act like fast travel to get to certain periods of time quicker. Especially when it comes to the side quests now to go to different places. But yeah, I mean, more on that later. Anyway, the Earth is alive and it has changed over the aeons, from flatlands into mountains, from mountains into oceans. You may find the way. That is, if you could pass aeons of time at the Forbidden Palace or the Sun Keep. This connects to the Queen's Hall. And there goes Shala. And she uses the pendant to open those doors, and we've seen those doors in the future. And we've seen boxes surrounded everywhere. But, you know, no one may enter while the Queen is away at the Ocean Palace. Your pendant, it looks just like Shala's. I heard that when Shala communes with the Mammon Machine, her pendant starts to glow. To open the door from outside, an item like Shala's pendant is needed to break the seal. So, yep. Here we go. Boink. Nope. Not going to do anything strange. How come? 'Tis a mere door that keeps us bound hand, foot, and tongue. So you need to go over to here. So I believe, yeah, you do get a boss fight once you enter there. That's probably going to be the only battle I do, really, because there's going to be well, I mean, I'll go back to the future after this and go through the sewage access. But I've already opened it up, so I can just quickly cut through there. But anyway, I don't ever have to come back to the Mammon Machine to recharge the pendant. It says it needs recharging, but it don't really. They allow it to keep it for the rest of the game, so you can open any of these doors and any of the boxes now. But anyway, before I enter, I better equipment check and prepare myself. Ayla go, no fear, Chrono. What doth challenge us now? Nope. Right, yeah, that'll do. And I'll equip them with stuff if I need to later on, but not yet, clearly. Anyway, here we go. Let's go. I've filled you with enough story. Let's get to some action. So, I mean, the prophet is on the far left there, and it's pretty obvious who it is, at least to me. Anyway, who are you? How did you get in here? Your Majesty, they are the evildoers I warned you of. How dare you think you could oppose me, you foreigners? You're worse than the gurus. Fools, Dalton, take them away. Yes, ma'am, by your leave. Gollum. Here we go. Boss fight time. I believe do you have to do that to weaken them? I'm not sure. Copycat skill, copy lightning tech, yeah, whatever. Rock throw, does that work on the golem? Which is pretty strong. It doesn't work on all bosses. Well, I mean, you can tell what bosses it don't work on. But anyway, copies physics. So it will use iron orb a lot, but you know. I don't think it matters how much health you've got after this, because well, I'm not going to say what happens, but after the fight it doesn't matter what you have. What moves that? That's the really powerful one, right? Yep. I mean, I was going to get ready to heal with Frog, but he had to go die. Who's dead next? Frog again? Piss off. I mean, rock throw should do good enough, so you know. I could die here depending on if it uses that really annoying move or not. And that was very unlucky to not get it in time. Yeah, it's just spamming that. I can't get through to it. I mean, if I could slurp kiss, that would be good, but you know. Actually, no, if I revive Chrono, oh, piss off. Yeah, there's just no way you can do it in time. Let me just rock throw. I'll give the fight another go, because you can lose it, but I'd rather win. Yep. Let's try that again. I don't fancy losing, you see. Hang on. Didn't sort out Robo. Not like I need to, so you know. Let's go. Try this again. Yeah. I mean, it really is obvious who that is, because, you know, they know events of the future, and they've randomly appeared when they clearly didn't previously in history. Anyways, try this again, as I said. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I think they expect you to lose. I don't know why they expect you to lose, but I did do it last time. But I mean, going for Ayla first means that I am going to die. Do 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 do. Who are you going to attack this time? Frog, out of nowhere. Makes total sense, doesn't it? Yeet. Boing. No death today, I'm afraid. Do do diddle do do diddle diddle do. Do 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 diddle do 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 do. Do 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 diddle do 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 do. Revive. Come on. No, 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 no. That should have worked, but as I pressed A, it took too long. Otherwise, that got it in time. That's going to heal a lot anyway, or it should do. Yeah. It doesn't even require that much either, which is nice. See, this is where we're at a stalemate because it's just not good enough. It's not good enough. The golem's too quick. You need to attack. There we go. Ayla's probably going to get 2 rock throws in. Oh, I have to be so quick with this attack. You can get it into. No, I'm going to do one more go. I'm not failing the fight. I don't want to fail the fight. I want to do it because it's designed so that you get one-shotted. You see, I was a few levels higher. I don't think they really expect you to do it, but I do want to do it. That's the problem. You know, I'm gonna go for rock throw with Ayla like normal, but with Frog and Chrono, I'm gonna go for something a bit different. Or maybe... Yeah, screw it, let's go for Spire. Rock Throw. See, the fact that it only uses 1 MP each is very good. But you know. See, it's once I have to start reviving everybody else where you get the problem. He's dead. Can't be asked at this point, you know, it's just... It's designed clearly so that you can't defeat it, and the fact that I defeated it is clearly a miracle. Whatever. I don't care. Don't let me win then. Fear not. You won't die immediately, that is. But by the time we're through with you, you'll be begging us to end your suffering. What a delicious diversion. I don't think I used any like revives or anything, and I didn't waste anything. But you know, either way, this is gonna happen. It's just she does it to you if you win. Anyway, idiots. What will you do, Shala? Let us rescue them. I think it's useless. Besides, if they escape, you'll be in trouble. Don't worry about me. They just might be able to rescue the gurus. Are you alright? Quickly escape from the palace. And if you can, please rescue Melchior. He was sent to the Mountain of Woe for opposing the Queen. Please, you have to help him. I'm afraid I can't allow that. Your meddling tires me. You'll just have to disappear. You mustn't. Stop. Okay, I'll spare them, but in return, you will cooperate, Shala. Now, show me how you came here. So you came in through here. Now, Shala, after I throw them in, I want you to seal the portal shut. No, you can't make me. Obey me, their lives are at stake. Oh, alright. Well, oh dear. Now I need to find a new way to travel. Please forgive me. Wasted a lot of time against Gollum and I didn't have to. But you know. 'Tis true, he hath spared us, but something is amiss. They take energy from Lavos, Lavos not get weak. Thou hast seen elsewhere the crest on the doors that pendant opens, correct? A curious crest is engraved here. Some unknown power keeps it sealed. It is time to depart, eh, Chrono? Yep. So the next section after the second future section is actually back to 12,000 BC again. Because this second future section is just, well, to meet Balthasar. If you didn't see him first time, then you see him now. But anyway, I don't need to face these idiots. And yeah, most of the rest of the game will be in 12,000 BC. Because you'll have back to Zeal Kingdom. Well, you can't go back to the Kingdom of Zeal for the second time yet, because you have to go through. Well, you've got the Ocean Palace, you've got the Blackbird, and all that stuff. It's quite a lot, but you know, where do I want to go again? All right, yes, of course. It's in the middle, innit? Yep. Here we go. Let's go. Of course, these enemies are going to be weak. Well, any that I do see as I go across here. So this is when I did the sewer access last time. But you know, anyway, I better heal up in the Enotron. I forgot because I lost the golem fight. That happened anyway. What have I got in terms of items? Got 5 revives, 3 full tonics. Yeah, I didn't really use any of that. I mean, I just lost out on however many points you get. But speaking of that, let's have a quick look. 46, 159, and 373. So yeah, I said the game isn't too difficult for the most part, but it's gonna get to the point now where it actually does get kind of difficult, especially the well, when I return to 12,000 BC. You can race Johnny again, but I'm not going to bother because I haven't actually been through here yet. So you know, I'll just take these out. Do 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 Lovely. So there is an item over here that I want to get, but you know. Lovely. Do 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 do. Okay, I'll use lightning too next time, shall I? And then you'll be dead. Goodbye. Nice knowing you. Piss off. Do 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 do. Oh. Race log, yeah. Do 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 do. There was the robots on that side. Well, hang on. Never saw that before. Go through the sewer access. Of course, I can shortcut it now. I don't know. I don't even know if this is the one I want to go through or not, but whatever. Do 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 do. See, I thought this might be the one that's the exit, or it might be the other one. It's the other one. Not facing them again. Do 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 do. There we go. So here is Death Peak. Remember, I said that you go there much later in the game. Still don't go there yet. You don't actually have to go there. Technically, it's the thing you do that lets you know how to do all the other side quests, but you want to do it really. Anyway, the professor's programming was, in a sense, his own eulogy. Soon, I too will be able to sleep forever. But first, there is one thing I must do. Program error. The memory banks have failed. The pendant shimmers. Huh? To those who open the door, I am Belphasar, the Guru of Reason. I once lived in the kingdom of Zeal. A great disaster in Zeal somehow threw me into this era. To my surprise, Lavos existed here. And I suspect in other periods as well. Aeons ago, Lavos descended from the heavens. Burrowing deep into the world's core, he began to consume our planet's energy and grew stronger. So he's like a parasite, basically. Lavos disappeared briefly when he was summoned away by a mighty wizard who lived in Guardia in the year 600. In 1999, Lavos claims this area and reigns from high atop Death Peak. Lavos continues to replicate like a giant parasite. He is consuming our world. Forced to live here, I continue to conduct research on Lavos, but I am growing old, and it's impossible to keep sane in such trying times. So before I lose it completely, I shall safeguard my data and my ultimate creation. How I long to return home, but I have grown frail. So you who have opened the door, I leave things in your hands. Only by mastering time itself do you stand a chance against Lavos. The odds will be against you, but you are true heroes. The world is in your hands. Open now the last door and take what you find there. My last invention. My wings of time. The Epoch. Dependent shimmers. So yeah, the Chrono Trigger you do not get yet, but you do get it in a bit. Just before the final dungeon. Anyway, I believe you have to go around the back. This moves through time. What, this thing? And Nu has remembered. Scared you, didn't I? It's me, Belphasar. I copied my memory into this thing. What do you think? Anyway, there's something I need to explain. Namely, how to transcend time. Press the Y button for the time gorge. Then use the L and R buttons to select an era. Oh yeah, before you go, why don't you name my time machine? I'm going to keep it as Epoch. Hop aboard. Instructions for the time machine is, yep, blah blah blah, yep. Take off, yep. And before I take off, get off, because I think you want to switch the creature off. Or is it not yet? Oh, it's not yet. You do come back here one more time, that's all I'll say. That's when you switch the creature off. Yep, here we go. So, as you can see, you can move throughout time. So you've got prehistoric, Dark Ages, which I need to go back to, Middle Ages or 600 AD, present day, which is 1000 AD, Apocalypse, which is 1999 AD. You can go face Lavos now, wouldn't recommend it though. And then you got the end of time, which is obviously where you find the strange person at that lamppost. But anyway, let's go back to 12,000 BC to the Dark Ages. This is where the story's going to get a bit interesting. What's happening? It great, it fast. Epoch's capable of this. Hell yeah. So Epoch, all Epoch can do is just land you in a certain time zone. So if you come over to Skyway, the power has been sealed. So now I cannot go to Zeal Kingdom. But I can go over to the Earthbound village over here. So I mean the Epoch is useful, but it just takes you to the different time periods. So yeah, you can go to the Terror Cave, which now has a ladder in it. But anyway, that marks the end of this episode of my playthrough of Chrono Trigger. So thank you for watching this episode of my playthrough of Chrono Trigger, and in the next episode I will be going through the Terror Cave in order to make it to the Mountain of Woe, in order to save Melchior. And of course, if we didn't save Melchior, then he wouldn't exist in 1000 AD, and technically the Masamune would have disappeared from Frog, because we would have never got it, and I guess maybe Magus would have been defeated in 600 AD, so you know, this would really mess up time, so you got to save them. So as I said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode, and I'll see you for my stream of Resident Evil 6 later. But until then, massive thumbs up. What I'll say to you now is goodbye and good night.